today?
What's up,
Hi,
sis?
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet both of you.
How
So
you doing?
happy about your show. I absolutely love it, especially being in Georgia and recognizing all of the places. It was really exciting. Um, Maddie, I want to give you the first question. So Sterling is taking on a crazy journey throughout this season, even to the final moments of the season. I was not expecting that. But one of the things that I find fascinating with your character is how she realizes that she's in kind of this toxic, but not in the way that most people would perceive toxic, but this codependent relationship with Luke, and how she's able to observe that it's not healthy and that she really needs to go her own way. And I really wanted to know how it was portraying that part of Sterling for your show.
It was amazing. I can definitely relate to being in a situation where you're totally comfortable, then all of a sudden your eyes have been opened and it's just impossible to close them again. And so you just have to follow your heart and go, because you know that path exists now, and so you can't really go back to sleep. So it was really cool to be able to do that in like such a fun way, but it's also such a really profound part of everybody's journey, not even as a young person but as a adult too. I'm still experiencing that kind of thing. So
Yeah, it's like, well, the young kids and the adults needed to learn about these codependent relationships.
yeah.
Now, Kadeem,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
am beefing with Bowser, okay? Because halfway through the season,
Let's go.
I was ready to fight Bowser. What is going on with Yolanda? I want to know your thoughts because I'm torn because I'm rooting for them, but I feel like you don't feel like that's just a no-no. I want to get both of your thoughts on this. Kadeem, we'll start with you. Do you feel as though Bowser should be pursuing his ex-wife's sister?
When you put it that way, no. Absolutely not when you put it that way. But I think Yolanda was the first one he saw, and I think they kind of got off on it was casual. And then he met her sister, and she was a little more aggressive, so it got a little more serious. And but his first was, or not his first, but the first one, and I think the one that really kind of paired up with him better was Yolanda. And I had such, as Kadeem, a hard time in that scene. And I think it's episode 7 where we're chasing the bounty hunters, and we have that moment in the
She threw
police
you the
station.
this, like you just had to just finish it through. What?
I, yeah, yeah. Nah,
I'm still upset even
Bowser's
talking about it.
Bowser's pretty broken. If you don't know by now, Bowser's pretty broken. The
Yes.
way he walks, the way he talks, the way he deals with other humans, he's pretty sore and bruised up inside. And it's the girls who really kind of help come out of that. He just resists the whole time, and he doesn't fully come out of it. So that's what you get with Yolanda. And I
I'm gonna
really am
forgive
sorry.
him. I'm gonna try to forgive him. Maddie, what are your thoughts about the relationship? Is it a no-no? Like, we breaking rules, or are you rooting for Bowser and Yolanda?
um I think Sterling would be supportive of any decision that Bowser makes. That's kind of the same thing with me too. I'm just like, if you need to go and like do that, then like you go and do that. And if it turns out
Yeah.
bad, I'll be here for you, you know? But I think that Yolanda definitely is a better match for Bowser, just because, like, in comparison to the sister, just because, Yolanda can meet Bowser at his level and can challenge him. And I feel like Bowser just gets a bit infatuated with the woo woo
Michelle. Yeah,
of Michelle. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a little more mystic to her, and
Yeah.
and Yolanda's very grounded.
Hmm.
Now, what I love is really the partnership that you have with the girls. You guys have not only formed this, working partnership, but also too, you formed this
Mhm.
family bond. And I wanted to know, even out, on the other side of the camera, how was it working with each other?
Oh my God, those two are magic. Like most of my days were spent either with the two of them or with one of them. And anytime I didn't have at least one of them, I was longing I missed him. So I didn't know him beforehand, so I didn't know what to expect. But the first day we met, we clicked, we bonded, and those are my girls. Like, I miss them now. Like, just watching the show, I get Maddie and Angelica withdrawals. Like, God, I miss that time we had to spend, and we just all fell in love as a family. It was it's pretty special, and it played out. That's the best part, is people see it and they relate to it because it was real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go, Maddie, go.
Yeah, I think that I like can't imagine not knowing Kadeem and like not having the little family we have now. It was just such an instant, natural, beautiful bond that happened really, really, really fast. Like one of my favorite stories is talking about when we were at the gun range and Angelica and I were really, really not comfortable using guns. We have never seen a gun in real life. We don't play like video games with guns. I'm from Canada, so I like really don't know anything about guns. And I felt really uncomfortable holding something that I know does such terrible things all the time. And we were really emotional. And Kadeem was just so loving and protective of us so instantly. And it like helped us out with it. And like, cause the other guy on the, telling us how to do everything, he was very casual and it's the South, right? So they're so used to it. And so Kadeem understood and was like, being a little bit more gentler with us. And it really made a lot of difference and really just like cemented that protective, like mentor, relationship. And also we've never been leads of a show before. Like we don't know what we're doing. So like to have the team be like, giving us advice and just like being there and just being so, non-judgmental while our real lives are happening, behind the scenes too, was just like, I'm like getting emotional talking about it. It was just the best.
Oh, well, that's a great way to end this. I want to be a part of this family now. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.